Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. I am the Crypto Crow, and today we're going to react to Crypto is Dying. This is why by CoinInsider. There's a link to his channel into the video itself down below. He actually happens to be in my private invite-only influencer group, and this guy's always come out to be a pretty class act. I really like a lot of the stuff he puts out. He really puts out content, honestly, that I wish I had the patience to do. Just the structure and how clear and clean everything is. It's like if you like somebody that just rambles 20 thoughts at once, I'm your guy. If you want somebody that can put out some really good information that really well explains a narrative, then CoinInsider. I mean, he's at 302,000 subscribers. He does a really good job. So we're going to watch this and we're going to see what he has to say about why crypto is dying in his opinion. Like what's happening, what's causing it. Here we go.
The conditions seem ripe for an all-out bull run, but instead, this cycle has been nothing but a struggle. So we got to ask, why is that? Well, in my opinion, there is one single culprit to blame for all of this. And it all comes down to one thing: dilution. You see, there's just way too many coins out there these days. It's gotten to the point where 1 million coins were minted in May alone. You heard me right.
Yeah, this is a big thing. 1 million coins minted in May, and they're all meme coins. Well, not all, but most of them are meme coins. And he's going to get to a lot of the meat as to where they're coming from and what's happening with them. But the way he just put that in itself is a really big deal to me. Dilution, because it's exactly what's been happening. Now, keep in mind that we've been in a bear market. So one of the things that he doesn't talk about in this video much is how, yeah, the spot ETFs helped to take us to a new all-time high, but early in the market cycle, which ultimately means that it created a pump, right? And a lot of like Cardano pumped up to like 84 cents when Bitcoin hit its all-time high. So that was a big deal, but it was, in my opinion, to an extent artificial, right? It was just that initial FOMO. It was that initial pump of people starting to put some of their paper funds into crypto using some of these more papered vehicles like the ETFs, the spot ETFs. And so, yeah, but we'll just go ahead and continue.
1 million. To put that in perspective, that's double the number of coins that were launched on Ethereum for the entire 8-year stretch of 2015 to 2023. And all of it came in just 1 month. So that's a huge problem, right? Because no market in any industry can handle that amount of dilution. You see, there is a limited amount of capital out there that's looking to invest in crypto. And with this amount of dilution, it's getting spread too thin. That's why our OG projects such as ADA, DOT, or Atom haven't really gone anywhere this cycle. It's because capital is going into these newly launched coins rather than concentrating at the top. And that's a big problem because it keeps them from gaining momentum, which we all know is crucial for good price action in the crypto world. I'm actually willing to go even further here and bet that without all these new coins flooding the market, that many of our top coins would already be past their all-time highs right now and in price discovery mode.
So that is one thing I'm going to disagree on, because like I was trying to say earlier, the March pump, that was premature. Like that was outside of the realm of every previous cycle, right? And things did pump. But like Bitcoin, you know, it got its all-time high and then it started to taper down, which it's basically done over the last 6 months. And then you've got Cardano and a lot of these other projects that also pumped significantly, but also tapered down. But there's still significant institutional inflows into Bitcoin, keeping it more abreast than everything else right now. And everything in the market is hurting unless it's being artificially manipulated or pumped or just like it's shady, in my opinion. Like most things in crypto have been not doing exceedingly well, but if you look and you zoom out on the charts of a lot of these tickers of these crypto projects, they shouldn't really be going to the moon yet anyway. We're not even there when it comes to where we're at in this market phase. I think that the all-time high of Bitcoin changed the perspective of people in terms of what they expect to happen and when. and it threw the whole time scale out of the window. And people said, well, Bitcoin got its all-time high. That was the bull market. People aren't understanding what's going on. So
yeah, clearly this dilution is bad for price. But that's not the only negative thing that's come out of this, as it's also making the whole crypto game a lot harder. Previously, if we put in the time to research projects, we had a great chance of picking winners and getting some nice gains. But with the sheer number of coins out there these days, this has become so much harder. And it's turning the space into more of a casino, where you kind of have to throw your money behind some random projects and pray for the best. So this combination of degeneracy and dilution is a lethal one. And that is what's killing this space. But anyway, so we know that dilution is the problem, right? But what's causing it though? Well, in my view, we need to look no further than Pump.Fun, a meme coin launcher platform that has taken the crypto world by storm. If it seems like a bit much to blame everything on just one platform, well, wait until you hear about how it works. So the platform allows you to launch a meme coin in one click. Like, you only need a name and a super short description, and no other info is required. Also, it used to cost around $2 in Sol to launch a coin, but a recent update made it free to launch one, meaning that there's really no barrier to entry at all. And then when we look at the site itself, it's clearly designed in a way to hook users. It has colorful graphics with all new coins flashing on our screen in yellow.
So here's the other side to this, and this is what doesn't get talked about a lot, is there are so many Solana-based trading bots that are built specifically to buy up every new coin and then dump it. And they're basically structured around algorithms. So every time, if there's 1 million of these shitcoins made in a month, these bots are buying them up, waiting for particular triggers to say, should I dump it or hold it? Because are other people buying it? And if other people aren't buying it, then it dumps it and it moves on to the next project. And they're trying to fine tune these bots. But the problem is that there's so many of these frivolous trash tokens that it's wrecking people. And then what happens is the ones that actually have money behind them, where they're putting out all these narratives and paid ads and they're getting influencers involved in pumping them and so forth, then the public is pushing the value of these things up, and it creates kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy for a little while. And these bots are ultimately responsible for pushing a lot of that volume that makes people believe that these are sought after projects. And so there's a whole gambit to all of this, but what he's going to break into is how generally it's the founders, it's the people that are creating these that benefit, not the people buying them.
Yellow, which kind of makes it look like a slot machine trying to grab our attention. However, this has now gone even further, and users can host a live stream for their coin to advertise it. In fact, many people have resorted to extreme behavior and suggestive content to draw attention to their coins. All this means that with the cost being so low and the gamified casino element being so prominent, it should be no surprise that the site's usage and adoption is skyrocketing. In fact, since May, over 2 million tokens have been launched on Pump.Fun, and it really doesn't show any signs of slowing down, with thousands of new ones being launched daily as we speak. Now, there is another part of the story here, and it has to do with how fair their launches are. You see, once a coin on their platform reaches a 69K market cap, the platform automatically adds 12K worth of liquidity to the Radium DEX and burns the LP tokens. So this does seem like a fair launch on the surface, right? As it has no pre-sale and no team allocation. But if we look closer, we see a shady side of the platform, which I bet most of y'all are not aware of. First, we gotta look at the numbers and see if people are actually making any money from this. And for that, let me just say, it's not pretty. Just 1.4% of all coins launched actually hit that 69K threshold, meaning that more than 98% of all coins launched don't even complete the process. And then, if we dig deeper, we see that only 0.008% of coins make it to CoinGecko, and just 0.002% manage to maintain a $1 million market cap for a few weeks. So it's hardly the crypto dream that's being sold. Now, to be fair, we should probably expect this given that these coins are being launched in the blink of an eye with no real tech or thought behind them. But there's actually something a bit darker going on here, as it turns out that the platform has become a hotbed for rug pulls. But wait a sec, if they're all fair launches and not controlled by insiders, then how can they be rug pulls? Well, there's a few different ways to do this, and people have actually turned it into quite the art form. One such person that made $200,000 doing rug pulls on Pump.fun was even bold enough to share their process on a YouTube interview. If you're curious,
and this is what I see a lot of too. I see people that do degenerative stuff and they make a bunch of money from it, but then they think that it's okay as long as they tell their users how to do it too. And that it's like committing any kind of like crime and then saying, well, this is how you could do it too. So now we're all in it together. And now that you understand, I'm not doing anything wrong, right? And it's like a mind-blowing mentality that I see. I see it with influencers too. It just blows my mind. And these people they do not care. I really do think that some of them are kind of borderline like sociopathic in ways, because I mean, that's just my opinion. I can't fathom the idea of pulling something like that and just like, I don't understand it, but I'm not going to do this whole video because you get the gist of it here. But basically what he's saying is what I believe the same to be true. Everything is being diluted because rather than people putting their money into quality layer 1 projects, layer 2s, dApps, apps, whatever, they're putting a lot of their money into these meme coins, and then they're getting burned or rug pulled, and then they leave crypto thinking that the entire industry is a scam. It's not. It's just you're being misled. And the thing is that people associate crypto with money, right? And it's this sentiment of greed that drives people in the crypto space. Not all of us, but many of us. And so when people are saying, oh, I just bought this meme coin and I like tripled my money last night, you got to get in on this. Well, by the time that conversation's been had, your chances are you're already getting ready to lose. Like the price has already come down a bit. It's already getting ready to get rug pulled. And then you bring your neighbors in, they get rug pulled and they're like, what happened? And you're like, I don't know. That's the meme coin market. You just got to try again. Right. And it's just like this idea that you have to keep losing your money in the hopes of winning something. And that's just not the way crypto should work. Unfortunately, it is the way some of this works in the degenerative sectors of crypto, like the meme coin markets. But I think we're losing touch with what's ultimately important. Number one is the decentralization of crypto. You know, the conversation isn't even a part of the equation with a lot of these meme coin degens out there that just love to try and put $100 into something expecting to make 10 grand or 100 grand in 30 days or however long the expectations are. And they don't care that it's happening on more centralized blockchains that have a lot of issues and red flags. It's like gone are the days of being concerned about where the money's going, what the money's being used for, right? All of these notions of, you know, risk aversion for one. And I get that that's a mentality that's much more easily built up over a very boring bear market, or what I call the build market. But I think ultimately what needs to start happening is we need to start really trying to focus people's attention on the technology of the space once again. Back in 2017, everything was an idea. Everything was a narrative that was put forward by white papers, right? And, you know, there are a lot of us that would research these white papers and research these projects and do all of this stuff to try and educate people. We were all learning still in 2017, every one of us. We have all made mistakes. We've been hacked. We've had all kinds of stuff happen. And we've been just trying to pull through and maintain as we continue to learn how the market changes over time. unfortunately, the market has taken a really bad direction when it comes to these meme coins, and we are in fact deluding ourselves of the true value of the blockchain space by trying to get rich quick in the meme coins. It's not going to happen. And those stories, as he had already touched on, are so far and few between. Less than a fraction of 1% actually do anything in the meme coin market, and the vast majority of you are going to be liquidated. And so I would encourage you to go watch the rest of CoinInsider's video, go subscribe. I want to try and start doing more reaction videos, because there are people that put out really good content. And if people don't care, I haven't talked to him. So, if he's like, hey man, I wouldn't care if you, cover the entire video. I just don't want to take anything from the original creators. That's not what I'm here for. If anything, I just want to draw a spotlight to them, kind of like DB Crypto and his big Solana expose that is still going viral. Everybody's referencing that video all over the place. Congratulations to him for that wild success. I just think we really need to start focusing on the technology again, not just the degenerate, gambling mentality that so many people are still expecting to help them change their lives. Folks, myself and the majority of people that follow this channel have done well because they buy in at now, right? They're buying quality projects, because what's going to happen is once the bull market sentiment has really started to kick in and Bitcoin starts to really take off and the top 25 of the market cap, really start to grow, that's going to change a lot of people's lives regardless. And what's going to happen is a lot of these people that are playing the meme coin market are likely going to start seeing what it means to get burned, really, really burned. So I don't know. As usual, I'm just trying to caution people to err on the side of security and understanding. And, it's time. And I've been saying this for a while, but it really is time to start letting these meme coins go away. Now, I know we've got stuff coming out on Cardano with like rocket launch. And then we just had, was it Snek.fun or Snek something? And I understand that it's building like on-chain, metrics that help the chain and show what it's capable of and all of that. And that's cool in a way. But we need to start figuring out how can we utilize the technologies that are fueling the meme coin degeneracy into stuff that's more useful. That's what we need. And apparently Iagon's got a major announcement coming, and I'm curious to see what that is. That's supposedly going to spark the bull run and everything else. And it's bigger than Netflix, and it's bigger than, and I'm like, what could it possibly be? I don't know. I'm still waiting for my Iagon miner, by the way. So anyway, that's it for right now. And let me know what you guys think of me doing these React videos, because I really kind of want to do them on a regular basis. I just never really have. So let me know. Until next time, grow your coins, and I'll see you soon.